Good afternoon, Primary 1 2. Welcome back to today's story. We've got the book sitting here, which is The Ugly Five by Julia Donaldson. And the illustrator was Axel Scheffler. As you can see, Mrs. Blair's trying to mirror Axel Scheffler's drawings. However, I think he's got a few years on me yet. I have gone and picked out a word from the story. Let's see if you can work out which of the main characters I've drawn. You've guessed it, it's the Marabou Stork. And if Mrs. Blair just flicks through, we can see if we can find the Marabou Stork. Let's see. See if you can tell an adult just now some information about the Marabou Stork from the story. What was all over the Marabou's legs? Where would you normally find him? Raiding down by the dump, yeah. He'll eat anything, even a shoe. Well done. So we're going to look at our learning vocabulary. So Marabou Stork is our word for today. The word that I have picked out of the story. So let's begin. What is it? It's a Marabou Stork. So Mrs. Blair is just going to write that on. Okay. Marabou Stork. It's a Marabou Stork. And what would you do with it? Would you eat it? Maybe if you were desperate. It's not an animal we would find that we would generally have as part of our meal in this country. Would you throw it around? Nope. Would you read about it? Yep, you could read about it. So I'll draw a little picture of a book here. So you could read about it, yeah. So you could read about it. You could find some factual information about it. You could look at it if you were on a safari maybe. You might, yeah, you could. You could look out for it, couldn't you? You could look for it, and you could maybe read some facts about the animal before you actually go and on your safari. So you know what you're looking for, you know how to identify it, and then on the safari you might go and use your binoculars and go have a look for it. The next one, where would you find this animal? Where would you find it? Well, we wouldn't find it in the UK. We would actually find it in the Sahara. Sahara and the Africa. In the African plains. Africa. Oh, Miss Blair's done a wee extra sign there. So the Sahara in Africa. And what sort of thing is it? So what sort of noun is it? Is it a person, a place, or a thing? It is. It's a thing. It's an animal, isn't it? So it's an animal. It's an animal. Well, going back up to where would you find it? Maybe you could see if you can locate that on a map, on a world map, and see if you can locate the African plains and see where in relation you are in the UK, in the north of Scotland, to the African plains. So it's an animal, and how many beats in the word, boys and girls? Let's see if we can do this one together. Marabou Stork. Did you count how many? Let's try again. Marabou Stork. Marabou Stork. 4 syllables in that word. Marabou has 3, stork has 1. So there is 4 beats in the word. And what does the word begin with? What does the word begin with? What sound does it begin with? Marabou. Marabou begins with a and stork begins with a s. Well done. Maybe you could go through the story and see if you could think about one of the animals or one of the objects or something in the story that you would like to see if you can draw and create a little mind map like this and explain the word that you have chosen. Speak soon. Bye, Primary 1 2.